Keep the pounding so your players don't have to. Soar above the competition with Blackhawk shoulder pads by Casimco, the official shoulder pad of the Arena Football League. Call now for the authorized dealer nearest you.
Well, Sacramento starting the second quarter held on to a 22-3 lead. Since that time, Arizona has clawed back, and now they trail 29-23. This has been some kind of comeback by this Arizona ball. But again, this game is designed for comebacks, and Zendejas has had a nice night with 12 points.
Thanks to Luis Zendejas, these guys are right back in the game. On PATs, he's 3 for 3. Field goals, he's 3 out of 5. And this is the kind of game that he has been hoping for all year long.
2 deep back men now for Sacramento. Zendejas. Line drive off the net. There's the bigger bounce, and lower on the net it goes. The bigger the bounce. Talon! He's got one to beat. And he doesn't beat him. Near midfield. Late flag thrown. Back at the 15. Talon, of course, returned a kickoff earlier in this game. 57 yards for a touchdown. Illegal block called on Sacramento, and things beginning to unravel for the attack.
Things look like they are unraveling. On that particular play, though, Tillman made a cardinal mistake as a defender. He let the guy get outside of him, and a guy like Philon, you don't want him to have a chance to run the ball. As you watch the ball coming off the net, you'll see he goes up the field, knowing that the return is right. Ball in his blocks, you see Tillman going inside there, giving him an opportunity to get outside. There's no help.
Zendejas pulling the uprights from 40 yards away, the 9-foot across uprights. Took some time off the clock. Here they try the reverse of sorts, and it doesn't produce much. Richard Ani. Nice defense by Arizona. Hiawatha Berry cut earlier this week from the Detroit drive with a big hit.
On the replay, you can see that Arizona does not get fooled. This little razzle-dazzle play, like a little reverse. Hard play to run against this defense. It looked like the Arizona had a blitz coming, and there was no way you're going to get that play off with this amount of
second down,
short
13
amount of people on the field.
From the 11th, second and 13. Cole. He's got his receiver on the side. That's Wayne. Richard on. No, Wayne Coffey. Wayne Coffey, who is a true Ironman. He goes both ways and starts and plays more minutes than any other player on this Sacramento team.
Well, I tell you what, once that guy gets the ball in his hands, he makes things happen. You see here, he gets the ball on a quick little 6-yard hitch, goes across the field outrunning guys, but believe me, he paid the price when they caught up with him.
5:20 clock ticking, third quarter. The attack leading 29-23. Sacramento with the lead with the ball at the 15 of Arizona. First and 10. Mike Holt, the quarterback. There's a flag. It's picked off at the 1. Garland Rivers from the University of Michigan, a former second-round pick, is the thief on the near side. But let's see what that flag is all about.
I believe it's holding on Sacramento, Kevin. I think it's going to be Arizona's ball.
Players stay on the field. They go both ways, folks, on this 50-yard field.
Holding number 55 on the offense. Penalty is refused. First down, Arizona.
So Garland Rivers makes a big play, finding a home here in Arizona. The Rattlers are on the move.
Before Foot Locker.
Sacramento on top by 6. Big interception by Garland Rivers out of Michigan.
Mike Holt, under a lot of pressure, makes a bad decision here, giving Garland Rivers his first interception of the year and the second for Arizona tonight.
Under 5 minutes, clock ticking, third quarter. Rattlers are coming back, down one time, 22-3, now down by just 6. Quarterback is Gene Johnson. First start tonight in Arena League football. Art Greathouse in motion. There's the handoff. Eldridge breaks one tackle, breaks another tackle, and he's out beyond the 5. A little bit of breathing room now for Arizona.
Oh, they got a big break there. I mean, he almost got caught in that end zone which would have been a terrible mistake, a big safety. You see here, he gets hit there, spins out of that tackle before he's really tackled here by Gregory.
Second down.
Could have been a big play.
Near the 7. Triplets on the near side. Johnson. He's hit, but he throws. It's away. He's got a receiver. Hurt on the 5. He's out near the 2. That was sensational.
Now watch it from the end zone up top. You watch Richmond come in, fake, draws the defense up. The other guys go for it. All by himself. Great catch and a tough catch.
Let's see that again.
Whoa.
I don't know if he was in bounds. You need 1 foot in arena. We're not going to see it on that, but you need 1 foot in bounds, and I don't know that he got that foot in.
Well, either way you look at it, it was a great catch.
It was sensational.
And Johnson paid the price. He never saw the guy catch the ball.
Our Greyhounds dancing, diving out of the 1 on that 1st and goal from the 4. Clock ticking, 3:08, 3:07. Here in the 3rd quarter, Sacramento led big, 22-3. Rattlers have come back methodically. Now it is a 29-23 game. The Rattlers not only can tie here, but they can take the lead. Let's watch it again.
It looks like on further review, his feet are definitely out here, but you know, in this league, they don't have review.
Second down goal at the 1. Gene Johnson audibilizing now at the line, changing the play. The play clock is down under 10 seconds. Handoff. Touchdown, Eldridge, and the Rattlers have come back to tie.
Like I said before, you can't pass down here. They give the ball inside. Great effort by Eldridge, going over the top for the score.
This for the first lead from Zendejas, who tonight on extra points, 3 of 3, making 4 of 4. And what a comeback, down 22-3. The Rattlers have come back, and they lead it 30-29. 1:53, 3rd quarter of play.
Being a fan is tough when your team isn't the home team.
Beauty of arena football has been on display with the national audience watching. Down 22-3, Arizona has come back on the play of that man, quarterback Gene Johnson and some spectacular associates. They've come back and outscored Sacramento since early in the 2nd quarter, 27-6. And now the Rattlers, with 1:53 left in the 3rd, lead it 30-29. This has been some kind of ball game.
The scoring drive took those 4 plays, took 49 yards, all set up by a big interception by Garland Rivers.
Zendejas off the net, it is line, which it is, and here comes Pylon. He returned to kick earlier for a touchdown. Breaks 1 tackle. He cannot escape the grasp, though. A Hiawatha Berry. He has been some kind of player tonight, and a pickup in midweek.
Well, he's a guy with a lot of experience, and they expected him to make some big plays for him, and he's actually doing it. As you see, he catches the ball off the net. He's been having a great game so far, returning. Arizona puts a little bit more pressure on him. You see him dancing back there inside the 5-yard line.
Rattlers on
a lot better coverage on that kickoff return.
Lead by 1, 1st and 10 for the 15 for Sacramento. Short drop back. New quarterback in there now. And that quarterback is Chris Parker, 2 years out of Cal State Northridge. For Joe Cap is put in Chris Parker. Now last week, Parker came in the 4th quarter, replacing Mike Holt, threw 4 touchdown passes, a couple of which landed in the hands of Wayne Coffey of 38, 42, and 5 yards. Chris Parker, the new quarterback, with the attack. Now, 2nd and 10. Nice reception. Wayne Coffey hit and spins, and he's got a gain of about 7 to the 22.
Lopez has his hands full out there trying to cover Coffey one-on-one. They're going a little bit more man coverage right now. And Coffey's the guy that everyone knows that the quarterback's going to try and get the ball in his hands. So
he had some nice numbers last week. That was just last week. Third down and 2. 30 seconds left. We're in the third. And around Philo. Look at the blocks, but it goes down. Nice pursuit. There's a flag. Big time hits. Greathouse with the big stick there.
Great play by the defense that tried to catch him. The ball was inside the short side of the field on the other side. Tried to run wide. The field's not wide enough to run wide in this league.
Only 26 yards. The NFL field wide is 55 yards. Now, the fourth quarter is only 24 seconds away, Mike. You know these guys are
number 88 on the offense. Penalty is
really going to be sucking wind at the end of 3 going to the fourth.
They're sucking wind, and this is the closest, you know, that both teams have been in the fourth quarter. They really have a chance to win this game, and both teams have lost in the fourth quarter. Terrible losses, terrible situations. So both teams are looking forward to having their first win tonight.
Interestingly, Sacramento has been outscored as they try this field goal. Sacramento has been outscored 32-6 in the third quarter. They were outscored big tonight. Bad snap. Hold puts it down. Long attempt. No good. It's live off the net. The buzzer sounds, ending the third. It'll be a touchback and a late flag thrown inside the 5.
Well, he has to let the ball carrier touch the ball. He can't cross the 5-yard line. I think that's what they're going to call.
You're exactly
but again,
right.
folks, that ball is live off the net. So if Sacramento player would have picked up that ball, it would be if it got it in the end zone, it'd be a touchdown.
Danny White told us yesterday, Mike Haynes, that he was working more in conditioning and more on defense this week than in any other area of his football team. And it's going to be, I think, down to that fourth quarter, which team has the most stamina, which team has the most inside to pull this one out with a one-point game at the end of 3.
Interference on the kicking team. 3-yard penalty. It'll be a first down. That's the end of the quarter. That's the end of the quarter.
Rattlers outscoring Sacramento 27-6 since early in the second quarter. That's the score. We go to the fourth when Ironmen stand out.
If the shoe fits, team tested tough. Riddell quality, Riddell value. That's why people have been coming back for more than 7 decades. If the shoe fits, it's Riddell, the sports shoe leader. Team tested tough. Quality since 1929. Riddell.
The football game is brought to you by Riddell, the official suppliers of helmets and footwear for the Arena Football League. And by Bud Dry. Dry brewed so it drinks light yet satisfies completely. What this game is all about now comes so strictly into focus as we go to the fourth quarter, because these players have been going both ways most of the game. It is the Iron Man, the guy that has the most stamina, that will handle this fourth quarter. It is a one-point game. Arizona with a 30-29 lead on Sacramento. From the zone 8, 1st and 10. Dean Johnson in Arizona. And off Coviello, fumbles it, picks it back up. He's all over the place. Zigzag in the field and loses on the play about 4 yards.
And he is stuck hard. Not a lot of room to run back there. And he runs head on into a Sacramento player.
Would you not agree this is the part of the game which we've been looking for, I think, most of the week? It is the critical turning point of this, what this game is all about, the fourth quarter.
No question about it. Both teams hope to be up for the challenge.
It is 2nd down and 14 from the 5. Rick Thrill, Richmond the catch. He broke one tackle, then was knocked into next week at the 14. What a hit. Richard Rogers. Wow.
You see Richmond goes in motion here, just comes over, runs a quick hook. Sally comes up first, misses the tackle, but not Rogers. And I'm telling you, he was hit, folks.
Now it'll be 3rd down at about 5. That was kind of like a Mike Haynes type hit.
More like a Ronnie Lott type hit.
Two receivers across the way, one on the near side, 3rd and 5, and here comes Gene Johnson again. Going to the right, he'll toss it to the left. Up for grab. Ooh, that ate some foam on the near side. That was Alvin Williams. And a flag.
Well, tempers are starting to flare now. You know, guys are really tense. This is a big game for them, and somebody's going to come off this field a winner tonight, and Williams doesn't want to lose this game. As you can see, he's very upset about the call.
Neither team has won a game in the 2 they've each played this year. 0-2 Sacramento, 0-2 Arizona. 2 penalties against the attack. On this 50-yard field in 8-man football. Hockey board surrounded.
Illegal
The fans
check
love it.
on the defense. 3-yard penalty. First down.
So they get the first down out of it. And out to the 16, 17-yard line.
Illegal defense again. You see, Johnson has a lot of time to throw the ball, but no one really to throw the ball to. He leads as a receiver a little bit too much. Williams almost comes up with the interception. Runs into the boards.
Is 6 inches of foam enough, you think?
Oh, I tell you, that's really a pretty good catch. I mean, can you think about it? You know you're going to run to that board, and you're going pretty fast.
There's a little give.
concentration on
There's
this
some
part.
give to the board, though, isn't there? Aside from the 6 inches of padding held up by Velcro, there is a definite give with 1st and 10 from the 17. Johnson puts a line shot out to the wing. Was caught and dropped. What will they rule? Was player down after he received incomplete pass? Incomplete pass. 13:05, clock ticking, 4th quarter. Rattlers have come back from 22 to 3 down to lead at 30-29. Average game, as I mentioned before, can be a 43-27 affair. We are right on track for that tonight.
On the replay, you see, once Hurd catches the ball, he never really has control of it. Never control of it, and he's hit hard there by Sally. And Sally made sure he didn't get possession of it.
Good call by this referee team
Great
of
call
5.
by the officials.
They come from major college conferences to referee in the Arena Football League. 2nd down, 10. Here's a pass. What a catch at the 5. Hauled in by Michael Richmond.
Mike Richmond is having an outstanding game. He lines up on the left side of the field, just outruns the defense to the right, makes a great catch. Johnson getting a lot more time to pass, even under a blitz. Richmond makes a great catch.
Beautiful.
Nice job of holding on there.
So now the Rattlers.
He's not a big guy, only 5'6", but he sure plays big. And this game, you have to.
But this game is designed for players like that.
Oh, I don't know about that. I don't know.
Those are the stars. Those are the stars of this game. From the 2, 1st and goal. Johnson wants some quiet. That's what he gets. Coviello in the backfield. Look for him possibly to get the call. Great house in motion. There's the pitch. Coviello, the flag, the dive. Touchdown!
There is a flag, though. There was some motion before the snap.
Offsides on the defense.
Against the attack.
This thing has become a nightmare for Sacramento. They have now been outscored 33-6 since the 2nd quarter.
It's a nice little pitch play to Coviello. Goes around his left side, just jumps over the defense. Great effort on his part.
Diaz is 4 of 4 in extra points tonight. It's 9 feet across right there, folks, and it's 15 feet higher the crossbar is. No problem, though, for Diaz. Tonight is 5 of 5 on extra points.
He's been perfect.
The Rattlers have been sizzling tonight. Look at the lead. That's the time of the 4th. We now move ahead to the 4th quarter with Arizona leading 37-29. Clock is 7:55 and ticking. A return to the aid of Sacramento gives Gene Johnson and the Arizona Rattlers a 1st and goal. Dumps it across, almost picked off, but caught by Lopez. He'll spin in for 6. What a play!
Johnson dropping back. Lopez runs a little hook pattern. Solly goes for the interception and misses. Nobody left there to tackle him. Easy score. Great celebration. His first touchdown, I believe, this year.
Have you been in that position where you've gone for the ball and missed it and the guy's gone in?
Down there, I would never go for the ball.
Always go for the guy.
Unless I saw it. That's right. You got to go for the man. Because if you do, that's exactly what could happen. What happened there.
Gene Johnson. Move out of the way there. 65. There we go. That's Ricky Lopez.
Ricky Lopez.
A model and an actor in his own
Model
time.
and actor. Real good-looking guy. They love him here in the Phoenix area.
They do indeed. Lopez played some high school football nearby. Gene Johnson has really been something tonight. And Lopez has been on the receiving end of, what, 3 passes?
3 passes for 37 yards and 1 touchdown.
There's Diaz again, a familiar figure. 5 of 5 on extra points tonight. 43-29, the Rattlers tack on another. 44-29. Phoenix the lead. 7:26. What a tremendous comeback by the Arizona Rattlers. Now with a good lead over Sacramento. Price has been rocking. 44-29. Rattlers on top. 7:26 in the fourth. A comeback of 41-6 by Arizona after being down 22-3. The ball is live. Thylon will drop it and come out. He should have stayed in there. He could have gone to the 5 on the touchback. Instead, he's at the 4.
Hit hard there by Nathan LeDuc.
44-29. Now, Ricky Lopez latched onto an 8-yard touchdown pass from Gene Johnson. Boy, has he been something else. 3 touchdowns, no interceptions after beginning 0 of 7 through the air.
Well, he has a very high completion average. You know, one of the top guys in the league that way, but they just haven't been able to score points. And it looks like tonight, so far, and I say so far because things can change quickly in this game. So far, he's been great.
Average score in this league is 43-27. Right now, it's 44-29. But there were 70 points scored last night in the Arena Football League. An unsportsmanlike conduct call against Sacramento. Half the distance to the goal. Mark it at the 2. And the quarterback is Chris Parker. Out to the side. Ball down by Phylon. Daryl Phylon makes it. But the big hit was there. And Garland Rivers has been absolutely remarkable this evening.
He's having one heck of a game tonight. And that's the kind of play they're going to have out of these guys. They went man-to-man coverage there. Garland Rivers got a good break on the ball. Comes up with a big hit. But it's still 2nd and 5.
Garland Rivers, all Big Ten senior year at Michigan. Last year, played with Albany. Played in the 87 Rose Bowl and had 3 interceptions. 2nd down, 5. Mark comes it off on the near side. Marshall Foreman. And he scoops his way to the 13. That'll be a 1st down. Nice toss. And a well-designed play, and Foreman is the guy that picks up the 1st down.
Foreman's a real big guy, and I'm sure Lopez didn't like to see someone come around the corner.
Joe Cap.
Foreman is, how big is Foreman?
5'11".
215. And how big is Lopez?
Lopez stands 5'6", 146.
Yeah.
Difference in weight hours. 1st and 10 from the 14 for Sacramento, trailing 44-29. Wide pass. Parker is off the mark. 2nd down and 10. Folks, I'd like to remind you that the NASCAR Winston Cup Champion Smart Plug 500 is coming up Sunday, 12:30 Eastern Time. A unique 2.5-mile tri-oval track. Darrell Waltrip is the defending champion. This weekend, there is a race at Sonoma. NASCAR Winston Cup Sunday. 2nd down, 10 for the 14. Parker once again looking downfield, now running for his life. He's got room. The hit is missed, and Parker walks the tightrope down the near side, picks up another 1st down. Clock is ticking. 4:23, 4th quarter. Things can move very, very quickly.
And they do. You see he gets in trouble here, decides to tuck the ball in and just get what he can get. Lopez comes up, misses a tackle. Nice play there by Garland Rivers, stopping him. But but the Sacramento attack has now got the ball to the 16, 17-yard line, threatening to score.
They'll mark it officially inside the 17, so at the 16. We have the 1st and 10 for Sacramento. 3:55 clock ticking in the fourth. Draw play. Foreman ran into his own blocker, and there to meet him head on, the Arizona Rattlers. With one big hit for Arizona was Rod Ferguson. There you see him. And the play he had just moments ago plugged up the middle.
Rod has been having a great game so far. He and Judd, is it Ratchow? Ratchow. Those guys have been putting a lot of pressure on the quarterback, along with the other guys that have been there. These guys shuffle in and out at different times, and everybody's been in there is really playing hard this last quarter.
2nd down 11 with the loss of one in the previous play. Parker, look out! He throws it outside. Places Coffee trying to weave his way by defenders. He gets down to the 16. Clock now approaching 3 minutes. Rattlers have outscored Sacramento 41-6 since the 2nd quarter.
He got a little pressure that side off his left side from Rod Ferguson, forcing him to throw the ball.
There's Todd Shell, played 5 seasons with San Francisco, had a couple of Super Bowl rings, and a spinal injury which forced him out. Here's 3rd and 9 now. Parker dancing. He dances by one, by another, still on his feet, pounded out of play by Greathouse. Inside the 10.
You mentioned Todd Shell. He's the guy that's really responsible for the defense and the creativity of the defense, and I think he's doing a great job. He's got 2 Super Bowl rings. He's a young guy still. It's unfortunately that he had a terrible injury causing him to get out of the NFL, spinal injury. But here he's enjoying the game. He loves this. It's a lot of fun for him, and he would rather be doing nothing else.
And he's from nearby Mesa, so he's got to latch onto the air. 2:07 left in the game. Rattlers 44, the attack 29, in brand new America West Arena.
Baseball's biggest sluggers get into the swing of things. The champ and ex-champ arrive in Vegas for a title showdown, and the Bulls get ready to repeat. Join Dan Debenham and Jim Bergamo for SportsCenter, 11 Pacific.
Due to time constraints, we now move ahead to further action in the 4th quarter. 1:28 remaining. Rattlers on top 44-29 over the Sacramento attack. 1st and 10. Rattlers at their own 10. Greathouse in motion. Fake handoff. Johnson falls, holds the ball, winds up. Downfield he's looking. And he can't connect with Michael Richmond. Clock will roll now to a minute. Now at 1:15, this game winding down, and Danny White will record, we think, the first ever win in Arizona Rattler Arena Football League history. Because, folks, I'm telling you what, they can score in this league with no time on the clock. I don't know why, but they can.
It's tough.
1 minute timing.
Another guy I need to talk about on Danny's staff is Rayfield Wright. He's got the responsibility of working with the linemen, and he's doing an excellent job. He has a great bunch of guys to work with, and he's getting a lot of production out of them on both sides of the ball tonight.
We really do know why they can score with no time remaining, but I don't think it's going to come into play here with 60 seconds left and the Rattlers on top 44-29. They have dominated the second half. At halftime, they trailed 29-20, but earlier in that second, they were down 22-3. It is an offensive game, a quarterback's utopia, in the words of Danny White, the coach and general manager of Arizona. 2nd and 10, Greyhounds, the pitch. He finds room, breaks a tackle, breaks another. He's got a block. He could go all the way. There's a block. Here he goes. Touchdown. Oh, baby, what a play.
This is incredible. It's a great running effort on his part. He starts out on one side of the field, makes a great move on Sally there, cuts back all the way across the field, and then just outruns the defense. He has Hurd in front of him to take on anybody who wants to come in there, and it's a great run by Greathouse. His 2nd rushing touchdown of the year.
How about Zendejas? That was pretty.
Looking at it from another side, you get to see what he's seeing. He sees that guy right there in front of him. He makes a smart decision, cuts back against that. Hoping he'll get a block, makes a cut there. And now he's got Roy Hurd in front of him leading any interference. Just marches on into the end zone and does what a lot of running backs love to do in the NFL, but not too many get a chance to do in this league, and that's celebrating the end zone on a long rushing play. Look at him high stepping. I think he knows he's going to go all the way here. Pumping those arms, getting those knees up.
Art Greathouse went to Arizona, graduated 2 years ago. His father is the all-time state high school rushing champion in Arizona. His father played at Arizona State.
Yeah, we couldn't get him to go to school there.
You tried. You were telling me this story earlier in the week.
We tried. His mom was a teacher there. I knew his mom. She was a teacher when I was going to school there. And, you know, it's a great family, a lot of tradition there in sports, like a lot of guys on this field today. We might talk about that a little bit later. Like Ani for Sacramento.
He has 4 relatives that played NFL football. There's a Diaz kick. Off the net, out of bounds, touch back to the 5 with 50 seconds left. 51-29, Arizona Rattlers on top. Another nice play by Arizona offensively. They've outscored them 48-6 in Greathouse, a 43-yard touchdown run.
It's a great effort on his part. 2 plays, 43 yards. That's how, although there's 50 seconds left to go in the game, you really can't count Sacramento out.
What about the scoring in this leg with the 1st and 10 outside the 2 for Sacramento? You like the scoring? There's a lot of it. It happens fast.
It happens fast.
Ducking is Parker. Now he'll look long. Phylon is open. The pass is wide and high. And 44 seconds remain. They do stop the clock in the final minute of the 2nd and the 4th quarter. The 4th quarter is where we are right now. Rattlers lead at 51-29.
Hazley having a little conversation with the officials
Number
there.
50 on the defense, 8-yard penalty, 1st down.
8-yard penalty. Glenn Hazley with the infraction.
Did he call roughing the passer?
Watch this. Get a load of this.
Steps up into the pocket. I don't know if we're going to be able to see it here.
There we go. Oh, yeah.
Oh,
nice work, fellas.
I'm sure he was hurt seriously there.
I think even the cameramen
I guess
are in danger in this game, aren't they? Everybody, cheerleaders, cameramen.
You have to protect the quarterback. You have to protect the quarterback.
1st and 10 from the 11. You sound like an offensive guy. You're a defensive guy. Parker bobbles it. It's loose. It's live. It's picked up. Here comes Richard Rodgers out of the end zone. Bouncing like a pinball off the side. And the presence of mind to act quickly. 36 seconds left in the game.
I tell you, it's just a bad snap. It's a shotgun. He gets in a little trouble there, loses the ball, never really has control of it. The Rock, Rodgers, picks up the ball and gets rocketed into the boards on the sideline. But that could have been a much worse situation for Sacramento. Thank God Rodgers was there. They quickly picked up the ball and got as much as he could out of it. 2nd
down. They only lost in the play 2 yards. 2nd down, 12. At the 8, shotgun for Parker. He's got some time.
He's got shoots right over the middle.
Shoots. What a hit, though, by Tillman. Wicked hit on the side. Tillman much smaller than Bart shoots.
Having a little bit more time to pass this time. He sits back there, sees Schutz going right over the middle, makes an easy catch, and he gets hit hard there. Big play. These guys are not out of the game. 28 seconds left to go in the game, and these guys, believe me, folks, they are not out of the game.
Coming up Sunday, the Formula One Grand Prix of Canada. It'll be at midnight Eastern, 9 p.m. Pacific time in Montreal. The gentleman South is dominating the Formula One circuit this season. He started with a record-setting 5 wins in a row, then lost at Monaco by a slim margin to Ayrton Senna. That's the Formula One Grand Prix of Canada. Sunday, June 14th, midnight Eastern, 9 p.m. Pacific time on ESPN. Chris Parker back in, 28 seconds left. Rattlers a commanding 51-29 lead. This will be the first win ever in the history of Arizona Rattler football. They will go to 1-2, and Sacramento will drop to 0-3 under Joe Cap.
You think it's time for the fat lady to sing, huh?
Okay, let's see. First down and 10 from the 22 of Arizona. Phylon in motion. Low snap again. Picked up by Parker. Nice breakup by Michael Richmond. Offensive player with some defensive poise.
He is playing great today. He's having an outstanding game. They tried to go underneath that time, but he wasn't fooled on the play. Looks like he's limping, but I'm sure he's looking at that clock, and he knows that in 24 seconds, he'll be running to the dressing room.
Second down,
celebrating,
10.
maybe celebrating.
Second down, 10. 23 seconds left. Parker down the middle. Touchdown! What a catch!
Under all types of pressure.
Right into the teeth of Arizona's defense. Wasn't the pretty, kind of a Joe Cap type pass, was it?
Well, it wasn't pretty, but it was effective. I mean, Caviello was coming right into the face of Parker. Stepped up, threw that ball for a strike. You'll see Caviello coming right into your face, in the quarterback's face, throws it up, and shoots, makes an easy catch. Pays for it, though, but falls in the end zone for a touchdown.
Mike Tremai, look at Joe Cap. Yeah, he's happy.
Oh, yeah. He knows that this game is not over.
Oh, yeah.
And I don't think the fat lady's about to sing.
Now 19 seconds left. You're down 51-35. Let's see what this extra point's all about here from Kevin Green. It is good. 51-36. 19 seconds left. Yes, there is a chance. Very slim, though, as Arizona tries to hold on for their first win ever. America West Arena in Phoenix, Arizona. The Arizona Rattlers with a 51-36 lead over Sacramento. That's the time remaining in the game. I'd like to remind you that Sports Center is coming up next. Holmes Holyfield arrive in Las Vegas. American League East begins to heat up, and a preview of tomorrow night's Game 6, where the Bulls could win the championship of the NBA. Onside kick. Coviello retrieves it. 16 seconds left. Arizona has it. And they've also got a 51-36 lead over the Attack.
Now, they just can't stop and sit on the ball, folks. If you're thinking that this game is over, they're going to have to get forward progress.
At the 11, it'll be 1st and 10. Gene Johnson breaks huddle. It's been a very successful night for him. And his first start in the Arena football.
If they don't get forward progress, the clock will stop. If they do, the clock will continue to go.
Coviello tripped up. He did not gain, so the clock stops. 13 seconds. You know these rules, don't you?
I'm learning.
You know these rules.
How many rules did you say there are? Differences?
Well, from college football, 128 different rules and different techniques in this game as opposed to the college game.
And if I was real smart, I wouldn't have played football 14 years. So you know I'm having some trouble learning these rules.
Yeah, I'm telling you, you were smart enough, though, to get with Al Davis, get that big money, and be a Pro Bowl player.
Well,
9 years.
I was very fortunate to play with some great guys.
I've enjoyed this game, Mike. I really have. I was surprised. Gotta be honest, I was surprised. Mike's played in the NFL. I broadcast the Kansas City Chiefs, and so this is a new experience for us. We've seen some games, and tonight was what this league is all about. High scoring and a lot of fun. Coviello! Look at him pound his way near a first down with 5 seconds, 4 seconds. That'll be it. This one is over. And the Arizona Rattlers have just picked up their first win for first-year coach Danny White. Rattlers beat the Attack 51-36. Mike Haynes, some final comments.
Well, it's been a great game. It was a great way for the fans here to get introduced to their home team, having their games here in the Snake Pit right here in the America West Arena. And I think that everyone around this area finally had a chance to see a game, is going to come out and watch this team play again. I'm hoping the folks at home will watch more of these games on TV.
I know we will be. Rattlers 51, the Attack 36. Sports Center is up next. Tonight's game has been a presentation of High Bar Productions in association with ESPN. Joe Kapp was the epitome of tough, rugged football, sacrificing everything. An unpolished player playing a smash-mouth style of football. The legendary Kapp today coaches arena football in Sacramento in the same tough, rugged fashion, and a game designed, it seems, with Kapp in mind. Danny White exuded grace with the Dallas Cowboys. Following Roger Staubach, he continued the success of America's team. Now White starts the next chapter of his football career, a former quarterback coaching in a quarterback's utopia. Don't be fooled by the calm of the twilight in the Valley of the Sun. A new game dawns in Phoenix tonight. Phoenix, Arizona, ESPN presents Arena League Football. Now the temperature climbed to 101 today and is now cooled down to 98 degrees as Phoenix was drenched in perpetual sunshine. If you think, folks, it was hot outside today, well, you should feel the heat inside the brand new $89 million America West Arena. It is sizzling. This place is filled to capacity for the first ever sporting event in what may be the finest new facility in America. The Sacramento attack taking on the Arizona Rattlers. Good evening, everyone. I'm Kevin Harlan, and welcome to the debut of AFL football on ESPN. This will be the first of 6 such telecasts nationwide, and there are obvious differences between this and the traditional outdoor game we're all used to. First of all, it is a 50-yard field. The NFL version, the college version, all 100 yards, obviously. 26 yards wide, 55 yards wide in college and in pro. 8 players per side, most of which go both ways. So what you've got are 3/4 of the players on a fourth of the field. Then the unusual aspect of this game, the goal side nets. And anything off these nets is live. It is a pleasure to welcome in the all-pro cornerback, 9 times selected by his peers for the New England Patriots and the Los Angeles Raiders, Mike Haynes. Mike, this place is going wild.
Incredible. I mean, folks, let me first say, Kevin, I'm glad to be working with you tonight. But folks, you are in for a treat. This is nothing like the National Football League, but there are some similarities. Let's start with the points. There's 6 points for a touchdown. There's 1 point for a place kick. 2 points for a drop kick. That's something they don't have in the National Football League. There's also 2 points for successful run or pass. For field goals, as in the NFL, it's 3 points for a place kick. But something that could be a real factor in this game is 4 points for a drop kick. Also, there's 2 points for a safety. And one of the things you might have noticed we should talk about, we will talk about at some point, is there's no punting in this game because anywhere on the field you can score with a kick. Now, the Arizona team is very fortunate to have Luis Zendejas, who you might recognize that name from the NFL. He is still one of the great kickers, and especially one of the good kickers in this league. He is very effective on the extra point, which is no guarantee in this league. And the field goal, he hasn't had very many opportunities to have a lot of field goals because his team has been behind. But tonight, they're hoping things will be different.
They have labeled this the 50-yard indoor war. Rock and roll football is here. Hope you'll enjoy it tonight as Sacramento takes on the Arizona Rattlers from Phoenix. Tonight's arena football game is brought to you by Little Caesars. 2 great pizzas, 1 low price. Always, always. And by Payless Shoe Source. Who'd have guessed? Payless. The America West Arena in Phoenix, Arizona, with all-pro cornerback Mike Haynes. This is Kevin Harlan. And this is arena football. And this, folks, is something very unconventional. An unconventional game deserves an unconventional style of delivery of the game ball. Now, we've seen game balls delivered by parachute, by car, by dignitaries, you name it. But never has a game ball been presented by what you're about to see. And I guess it epitomizes everything that arena football is about. It is different, it is fun, it is entertainment.
It is definitely entertainment.
And the toss of the coin, we'll fill you in on those details moments from now, but Right now, they are going to present the game ball, and it will be coming from the rafters. And if you can make out there, the Phoenix Suns gorilla. And at the floor level of the America West Arena is Cedric Ceballos, the slam dunk champion from the NBA. And never has it come from a bungee cord jumping gorilla. That's what we're going to see. Watch. I love it. Only in arena football. Take a look at some of the standings. That's an expansion San Antonio team leading the Texans, and then the two teams tonight, Sacramento and Arizona. In the Southern Division, Tampa Bay won the championship a year ago. Orlando, Charlotte, New Orleans round out the Southern Division. And then in the Northern Division, Detroit played Tampa Bay in the championship game a year ago. You can see a great deal of talent there with Cleveland, Cincinnati, and Detroit. All with 2 wins in Albany. 1-1. There are 5 officials in Arena League football. The NFL has 7. Most of these officials will come from major college conferences. Jack Baker heads tonight's crew. So these officials can come from the Pac-10, from the ACC, from the Southeast Conference, from the Big Ten, you name it. Major college officials are the people that fill the refereeing slots in Arena League football. Danny White was an All-America quarterback here at nearby Tempe at ASU. Led the Dallas Cowboys to 5 playoff appearances, 3 titles, and is taking over a team in its infancy. He is the general manager as well as the head coach, and you played with Danny White.
I played with Danny, and he is very excited about being a coach in this new league. It's not like football. I mean, it's really kind of funny that we introduce officials and we talk about them being officials in college football. There are a lot of aspects of this game that are very much like basketball.
And there's Joe Camp, the only player in history to quarterback teams to the Super Bowl, Grey Cup, and Rose Bowl, and his days with Cal. Only 4 seasons, though, in the NFL. He is a CFL, a Canadian Football League Hall of Famer. And in 1982, he was the Pac-10 Conference Coach of the Year at his alma mater, Cal. There you see Kevin Green as Sacramento will be kicking off. And all kinds of speed back there for the Arizona Rattlers, led by Ricky Lopez in the end zone. The kickoffs come from the goal line. Remember now, it is a 50-yard field in length, and a lot of these kickoffs will hit the net. Let's see what happens here. Settle on in, buckle up, and welcome to Arena League football. Off the net, it is live. Lopez is whacked.
He is whacked. That's being nice. And as you see, Lopez doesn't like it one bit. And folks, you can expect that kind of hitting all day long.
So there's Gene Johnson at the 5. It is a touchback. Came off the bench the last 2 weeks. The top-rated passer in the Arena Football League. He'll have it at his 5. First down and 10 yards to go. There is no punting in this. And here you see Coviello, a very good player. 2 touchdowns last week for Tillman. Lopez at 5'6", the smallest player. 6th in receiving is Hurd. Zinser, Hazley, and Ferguson comprise the line. 1st and 10 from the 5, and back to pass. Gene Johnson, he'll air it out. Looking for Hurd. Incomplete. 2nd down and 10. With the coverage applied by Sealy.
Hurd is looking for an interference call there, but that was actually great coverage by Solly.
Sacramento defense, Young at 300, Spady at 269, John Norris weighs 266. Annie is the rookie. Foreman known for offense more than defense. Sealy, a 2nd-year starter at Missouri. Gregory plays better defense than offense. And Coffey is the Iron Man. 2nd down and 10 from the 5 after the incompletion. They'll come in motion, and they can come to the line. So that motion is legal, but offsides against Sacramento. Hurd was the man in motion. And like the Canadian Football League, they can go toward the line. You can see him now, just to the right. And there's the offsides.
Just a little jitters early in the game. You know, these guys haven't been in front of a big crowd like they are tonight, the national television and all. It'll be a while before they settle down.
Phoenix Suns gorilla who came in delivering the game ball on a bungee cord. 3-yard penalty, 2nd down and 7 from the Sun. Made the first look and nowhere to go with the sack made by Glenn Hazley.
A lot of pressure on the quarterback that time. Looking downfield, no place to go with the ball, forced to run, but Hazley, that being Young and Hazley, were able to put a lot of pressure on him.
Mitch Young out of Arkansas State and still huddling up inside the 5 and faced with 3rd and 5.
A definite passing situation. What you say, Kevin?
Indeed. Lopez in motion. Gene Johnson to throw. Broken up beautifully on the play by Saleh. Saleh with the breakup, the rookie from Missouri. And again, there is no punting. So now it is 4th down and 5. And here comes Luis Zendejas, who in field goals is trying just his 3rd in 2 games. Now, this will be a 56-yard field goal attempt. The end zones are 8 yards long. Going down at the 2. If it hits the net, it is live. Field goal no good. That is a live ball. Coffey brought it out. And a big hit made by Coviello. Wow, what a hit.
Now, one of the things you might want to talk about here, you might want to see, is the field goal attempt by Zendejas. The field goal is only 9 feet wide. So it's not very much room for the ball to go through there, but it's something that they have to try, and they're lucky to have a guy like Zendejas. Unfortunately, he wasn't able to convert the plays this time.
Mike Old is a 4-year arena veteran. George Foreman is the cousin of Marshall Foreman. Coffey is a guy to watch on offense, and a big offensive line of Young, Spady, and Norris. Fake handoff, play action, 1st and 10. Going deep. Incomplete, looking for Wayne Coffey. He is 6th in receiving in the Arena Football League.
Now, coming right into your living room, you can see what the quarterback is looking at. He sees those 2 guys double covering inside and outside on Coffey, but Coffey has the speed to get behind him just a little bit too far there. Great effort on his part, but you can expect to see that kind of play all day long.
Defense for Arizona. Zinsser at 278, Hazley at 275, Ferguson 280. Coviello is the guy that plugs the middle. Garland Rivers and Nathan LeDuc are the specialty defensive players. 2nd down and 10. Here comes Coviello. Coviello. He is a rookie from San Diego State who played inside linebacker in college.
Now he's blitzing here from the outside in this league. The weak side linebacker can blitz, and he came there and caused a big play for their defense and caused a big problem for Hold, one of the better quarterbacks in the league. Coviello's having a great year so far, and I guess the Rattlers have decided they're going to put a lot of pressure on Hold to keep him in check most of the night.
3rd down 11. On the 4, some trickery. There are safeties, but he gets it away, and it's an incomplete pass, and Coviello once again was inside the jersey of Mike Cole, the Sacramento quarterback.
On the replay, you can see it's a little play-action pass. Doesn't fool anybody. Everyone knows these guys are going to throw the ball, and as a result, Coviello put good pressure on him. Watch the handoff. He doesn't hand it off. Doesn't fool anybody. Good pressure there. We have to wait and see what happens here. They're actually going for a field goal here. This will be more than a 50-yard field goal.
Indeed. Ball will go down halfway in the end zone. This kid is 2 of 10. Kevin Green, bad snap. Hold could complete it for a 1st down. A big stick and incompletion. So the ball will go to the 4. And the Rattlers will have it. They were looking for Pat Gregory. The muff snap. And the first big opportunity for Arizona.
Did you see the quarterback got in trouble there? He threw the ball up in the air. A big hit by Hurd. The crowd loves it. And that's not unusual for this type of game, folks. Now, we don't really know if that was a fake or a muff play. In this league, they're all, Joe Cap is not a guy that is very conservative. It would be definitely something he might try in a game like this.
Well, you can see right now a lot of passing in this game. We've had just one running play. And you will find that there are 75% passes and 25% runs in Arena League football. This is the 6th year. Each team will play 10 games. Last year, Arena football set an all-time attendance record. No score, 9:38 first quarter in Arena League football from Phoenix. No score, that's the story. First quarter, the brand new $89 million America West Arena. And the Rattlers of Arizona enjoying the field position because of a must snap on a field goal attempt by Sacramento. So the ball is just inside the 2. It is 3rd and goal, and there's Gene Johnson, who is a rookie out of Louisiana Tech who broke many of Hall of Fame Pittsburgh Steelers quarterback Terry Bradshaw's numbers at Louisiana Tech. And he was taught by a fine quarterback down there, too. His quarterback coach was Joe Ferguson of the Buffalo Bills, who you played against many times.
Very good quarterback.
3rd and goal. Great house in motion. He gets the pitch. The Coviello block inside. Touchdown! A flag has been thrown on the play. A flag has been thrown as Greathouse fouled the Coviello block. This will be the preliminary call from the field, holding, and it is called against Arizona.
Repeat 3rd down.
Let's see if we can locate it by games.
Well, on the replay, can't really see the holding from this angle, but you can see a lot of great blocks there and really a good cut by Greathouse. He's really the guy that they want to give the ball to in these type of situations. And you see it looking right down the field level. It looked like it was daylight for him. An easy way to find some pay dirt there.
Penalties are 3 and 8 yards. This penalty will mark back to the 7-yard line, where it'll be 3rd and goal for the Rattlers. The clock at 7:45, and there is no score. Greathouse wide across the way. Near side Cedric Tillman. Watch out for him. Hurd in the slot. Coviello on the backfield. Tillman in motion. Gene Johnson on 3rd and goal. Incomplete. Looking for Cedric Tillman. Rush was on. I guess one of the great ways you get at a quarterback is that pressure.
Well, on the replay here, you can see that the Sacramento team had a blitz on, didn't give the quarterback much time, and there was a little play where Tillman actually came in motion and faked like he was going to crack down on somebody and sneak out to the side. With that kind of pressure, he wasn't able to get the play off.
23-yard field goal attempt. Ball down at the 15, the 8 yards of the end zone. 9 feet with which to work. There's a flag on the Luis Sendejas kick, which was good, but it could be all for naught on the penalty. And it appears as though it's on for a second time against the Arizona Rattlers. And little motion on Arizona's part. Still no score. They'll back it up at the penalty.
Illegal procedure number 50 on the offense. Repeat 4th down.
So now the ball will be backed up to the 18 at 8 yards. A 26-yard attempt on the 3-yard penalty.
Folks, the thing you got to remember, if he misses and the ball hits those nets, the ball is live.
LeDuc to hold. And Sendejas splits it. Luis Sendejas has given the Rattlers an early 3-0 lead. And the clock is at 6:40. 3-0 Arizona. And Sunday Night Baseball as the Los Angeles Dodgers travel to Cincinnati Riverfront Stadium to take on the Reds. Reds first place in the National League West, pounding the Dodgers yesterday. Join John Miller and Joe Morgan at 8 p.m. Eastern as the Dodgers take on Cincinnati. Here it is 3-0 Arena League football from Phoenix. Rattlers of Arizona lead it off the net. The ball is live. And you see Darryl Philon with a nice return near the 17-yard line. 3-0 is the score right now. Mike, the average score in Arena League football is 43-27. So we've got a lot of scoring in store for us tonight.
And I have a feeling we're going to see quite a bit. Folks, what you really have to take some time and think about these nets. Every time that ball is kicked off into those nets, both teams have the same opportunity to get the ball and run with it.
Quarterback Mike Hold on his own 17, 1st and 10. Halfway through the first quarter. Rodgers, right side, a rare run, but a gain to the 21. Gain of 4 in the play, 2nd down, 6 to go. Clock approaching 6 minutes. 3-0 Rattlers on a Zendejas 26-yard field goal. 128 changes or differences in the rules from college football to Arena League football. That's staggering. 128 differences.
It's staggering, and it really puts us to the test, don't you think, Kevin, trying to get everyone up to speed on what's going on out here.
On the 21 in the shotgun, one of the few teams in the league, Sacramento, that uses the shotgun. Hold escapes one. He escapes another. He's down the side and pounded into the boards. And again, a 1st down run to the 15-yard line of the Arizona Rattlers. Those boards, by the way, folks, 6 inches of padding.
Now, the Arizona team wanted to work on getting more pressure on Mike Hold, and they were able to do it early. And he does a real good job of scrambling here, not being able to find anybody down the field. And as most people do when they run the ball, they pay the price as he got knocked into the boards there. Mike's a good athlete and a real strong guy, real nifty with his feet. But what do you do when you go up against the boards?
Well, you get whacked hard into these hockey boards. 6 inches of padding, as I said. Velcro is used to keep up those pads. Something very unique. Scoring side, Joe Katz talked with his quarterback, Mike Hold.
Fog would be good. They're going to come after. Now they lost control. Zip deuce right. Zip deuce right. Gold ball. Zip deuce right. Don't look. Gold ball. Mike, if we get this right, what?
Joe Katz, quarterback.
Okay, it's landing on the edge.
Quarterback.
And then 7-17 comes up right now.
3-0 Rattlers. Big gain by Hold, takes him to the 15. Mike Hold, by the way, folks, was the quarterback in South Carolina when Joe Morrison was coaching there back in the mid-'80s. And Hold was the quarterback for the team that was number 2 in America as a college player. And he has played 4 years of Arena League football. This is 5th. Sacramento team.
Another note about him, Kevin, is that he's also a local prospect from here. He actually went to high school right here in Tempe, Arizona, Corona del Sol High School, and he was a very highly recruited athlete.
Played at Mesa Community College, if I'm not mistaken. Well, it is 1st and 10, best field position of the night for the Sacramento attack at the Arizona Rattler 15. Rattlers on top of Zendejas, 26-yard field goal. Phylon in motion, yes, he can go toward the line. And the draw play up the middle. Richard Rodgers turning and twisting and grinding out yards near the 11.
It's a great effort by Rodgers. He's actually hit right at the line of scrimmage, but he was able to turn those legs and fall forward for a few more yards. Greathouse comes up, misses. Great effort by Rodgers. They call him the Rock, and that's why you can see there.
2nd down, 6. Bumping into his own guy, bumping into the defense, and finally bumps into the 1-inch of turf over concrete here on the floor of the America West Arena. What do you think of Joe Kapp as a offensive coordinator as Garland Rivers makes the stick? He's calling these plays. Very innovative guy, isn't he? Very innovative,
and he's really excited about being in this league, and it's something that he takes it on as a challenge. He feels like he can do something and make some great contribution to this game.
On the Rattler, 12, 3rd and 6. Rattlers lead 3-0. Shotgun hold the snap. He looks, touchdown! Bart Schutz leaping with the reception. The former Seminole at Florida State. And a quick 6-3 lead for the attack of Sacramento.
Now, Schutz is a big guy, and he just finds a way to get open. He just starts on the left side, goes across behind the linebackers, and gets open. Makes a great catch.
Kevin Green through the 9-foot uprights, 15 feet high, and he misses. It's live. So he misses. And it is 6-3 with the attack on top of Arizona. Now remember, these players will go both ways. So the team that was just out there on offense remains out there for defense for the most part. Here's the nice touchdown pass to Schutz.
Schutz did a real good job of just finding a place to fall down. Really, he got open, and the quarterback, Mike, did a real good job of finding him. Mike Holt is probably one of the most accurate guys. Last year in the league, he was one of the most accurate quarterbacks in the league, and I think that the Sacramento team, actually Joe Kapp, is really fortunate to have a guy with that much experience on his club.
And remember, this field 50 yards long, NFL 100 yards. This field is 26 yards wide. There's Kevin Green. He played at Syracuse.
You know, another thing, Kevin, is most teams, for their wide receivers, have little, quick, fast guys. And it looks like the Sacramento team, at least early in the game so far, they're using two little guys and one big guy. That big guy being Mike Schutz. And, you know, most people think of this as a run-and-shoot offense with a lot of little guys, little fast guys out there running around. Well, Joe Kapp has a different theory. Putting one guy out there also, with him out there, it makes it, there's ability to run the ball as well. Did I get that out all right?
Sounded good to me, Pat. Hey,
okay.
when you're a 9-time All-Pro player in the NFL, you can say anything you want.
Okay.
Here's Kevin Green from the goal line. They kick off. It is live off the nets. Tillman will position himself. There he goes, and here he comes. Nice break. Schutz. He breaks a tackle. And he's out near the 12, 13-yard line. Touchback is to the 5. If it goes out of bounds in the kickoff, it reverts to the 20. So a nice run back there.
Now here's a play off the net. As you see, the ball comes down. He's fortunate enough to catch the ball, but if that ball would have come off the net and one of the Sacramento team members would have picked up the ball, it would be their ball and a touchdown. It's a great job there by Mike Richmond, though. He's a quick little guy. He makes a lot of things happen once he has the ball in his hands.
At the 12, 1st and 10. Hurd is in motion. Gene Jackson nails him. And then he drops it. Rogers was covered.
Looking at it again, you can see him going in motion there, and all he does is go up the field and look inside about 6 yards. It's a good throw. He just wasn't able to hold on to it. Brings up 2nd down.
Clock continues to run even on incompletions until the final minute of the half. Johnson looking for his first completion, 0 for 4. And on 2nd and 10. Right through the hands of Cedric Tillman. The player last week had 4 receptions and 2 touchdowns, hooking up with Gene Johnson. Now it is 3rd down and 10 yards to go. 6-3 Sacramento, 1:54, clock ticking in the 1st.
Now last year, Tillman was actually on the Sacramento team. He was waived because of an injury, didn't get a chance to really play on the team. And the Arizona Rattlers were able to sign him as a free agent, and they really have high hopes for him.
3rd and 10, just outside the 12. 2 receivers to the near side, Hurd across the way. Johnson, under 5, fires himself, incomplete pass. So now it is 4th and 10 as Johnson scrapes himself off the floor of the America West Arena. Brand new. This is the first ever sporting event here, folks, and we're showing it to you on ESPN. Zendejas will come out. He has already kicked 1 field goal at 26 yards tonight. The ball will go down at the 45. Add the 8 yards of the end zone, a 53-yard attempt. For the season, he is 2 of 3. Holding is Nathan LeDuc. And snap picked up by LeDuc and blocked. A rarity in arena football. Getting through was Alo Sila. That is a safety and counted for 2. So the attack now climbs up to an 8-3 lead in a rarity in Arena League football.
Well, these guys, you know, he's one of the Polynesian attackers. You know, these guys, they speak a foreign language on the line, kind of mixing up people, and it looks like it was pretty effective on this play right here.
All right, 51 seconds. Clock is stopped on a score. 8-3 Sacramento. The Sacramento attack is comprised of about 2/3 of players that have seen a great deal of time in arena football. The Rattlers, on the other hand, have just a handful of players that have played in Arena League football. There's some Dejas who would like to play in the NFL. 8-3 the attack over Arizona, and this kickoff will come from the goal line.
Now Arizona, if that ball hits the net and Arizona is able to come down and get the ball before one of the Sacramento players, it's their ball. That's what makes this game one of the more interesting things, because it looks like Arizona's out. It's like a lot of negative things have happened. They can get right back in the game by recovering the ball off the net.
Saley is deep back. Here is the Zendejas kick. After the safety, it is live off the net. Here he comes. Out of the pack with the ball. Daryl Philon. He breaks free. He beats Coviello. The 15. He's gone. Touchdown, Sacramento. 57-yard touchdown. Wow. It can happen in a hurry. And the attack now on top 14-3.
Now they had little returns set up on the right side. They're doubling the 2-man and the 3-man. And he just makes a great job of, once he breaks that tackle, just outrunning everybody else to the end zone.
Extra point will be tried by Kevin Green. Sacramento winless, the Rattlers winless. All down at the 10 at the 8 yards of the end zone on this extra point try. Counts for just a point. It is good. 15-3 the attack on top of the Arizona Rattlers. The America West Arena in its debut with Arena League football. We go to the second quarter in Phoenix.
You can teach your kids the
Arena football game is brought to you by the American Paradise, the United States Virgin Islands. And by Foot Locker, America's most complete athletic store, where it all begins. 15-3 at the end of the first quarter. The Sacramento attack on top of the Arizona Rattlers. And tonight we come to you live from the brand new America West Arena. $89 million and 2 years in the making. And the man that orchestrated that all is the man to my left, Jerry Colangelo. He is the owner of the Phoenix Suns. He controls the Arizona Rattlers. And your thoughts on the building? This is the debut, not for basketball, but for Arena League football.
I think the fans themselves spoke very well when they had the opening ceremonies for the game tonight. They love the building. They're happy that we have an arena football team, and it's a lot of fun for me.
Well, Jerry, you know, the other Coliseum, you know, there's a lot of history there, a lot of tradition. You know, you might even remember your last game there.
Sure do.
How do you feel about that emotionally?
Well, I'm not looking back. I spent 24 years in that building, a lot of basketball games, a lot of great memories. But like everything else in life, sometimes it's time to move on. And it was time to move on into this new facility for the move into the 21st century. So we're very happy about it.
To give you an idea how valuable this man is, in a poll taken by coaches, general managers, and scouts and administrators in the NBA, if they could pick one place to work and under one man, it was Jerry Colangelo in Phoenix. Congratulations, Jerry.
Thank you. Thanks for coming by.
It is a 15-3 attack lead. Sacramento on top. They will kick off from the goal line. Deep back will be Ricky Lopez. And this the first play of the second quarter. Off the net, it's the crossbar. It is live. It is live and out of bounds. Touchback.
That was very close to being another Sacramento touchdown.
Exactly. So the Rattlers looking to get things together with their quarterback, Gene Johnson, who has come off the bench over the last couple of games. Players tonight catching their breath just a little bit, going both ways in offense and defense. From the 5, 1st and 10. Johnson arching one down. He'll miss Roy Hearn down the middle. It is 2nd down and 10 just into the 2nd quarter, and the attack on top 15-3. Johnson has had a hard time starting the game tonight for Coach Danny White. It's got to be somewhat intimidating.
Gets hit pretty hard here after the throw.
Total offense so far, Sacramento 32 yards and 3 for Arizona. Johnson has not hit anyone in 7 tries. 2nd and 10. There's his first completion, and it comes to Cedric Tillman on the near side. He'll be close to a 1st down out near the 15-yard line with a minute gone here in the 2nd.
That's exactly what they needed. You know, he's 0 for 7. They need to throw something they know he's going to complete, and that's a quick hook on the outside to Tillman, who has great hands, you know, drawing man coverage.
See Coviello's elbow there bleed. 3rd down in the length of a football. It is a different kind of football, much like the NFL version, but the ends are blunted. The Ironman football from Spalding. 3rd and inches. Coviello picks it up, bouncing outside. His progress forward may have gotten him, but he kept his footing, and I think he's got the 1st down. Indeed, he does by a half length of the football. Coviello, one of those players that goes both ways. Last player that I know that went both ways was Chuck Bednarik, the great Philadelphia Eagle player.
Wait a minute, you're younger than me, and I don't remember that.
Nice balanced attack by Sacramento. Through the air, they've scored a touchdown, and on the ground, they have been controlling things. 1st and 10 from the 15 for Gene Johnson in Arizona. Down 15-3. Look at the time. And again, he'll overshoot this time. Lopez. Lopez goes crashing into a security guy. Hey, everyone's fair game in arena football, right?
Well, he had time on this particular play. Just overthrows him. And Lopez, with not much room, no place to go.
He met some padding over there, but it just wasn't the kind we all expect. 2nd down and 10. There's Ricky. In the backfield. From his own 15. Rattlers trail. Ball play. Fumble, and it's picked up. Picked up on the play by Marshall Foreman. To the 6 he goes. Another big break in favor of Sacramento.
Now remember, folks, the clock is still running. Now on the replay, you'll see that the Sacramento team had a blitz coming, which forced a bad handoff, and they're able to convert. A big play, a great call by the Sacramento attack. You see right here, Coviello doesn't really have control of the ball. As a result, a big play for Sacramento. Ball's on the 6-yard line. They're knocking at the door again.
We said before, expect a lot of scoring in Arena League football. Average score 43-27. On the 6, 1st and goal. In motion, Phylon. The quarterback keeper. Hold inside the 5. Nailed at the 2. That'll be 2nd down and goal. Defense came over and got him. Joe Camp using a play that he may have run when he was playing back in the Canadian Football League days in the NFL.
He may have. Look at it from up on top. As you can see, it's a run all the way by the quarterback. Takes it inside and tries to fool the defense, but they're not fooled. Down here, it's really hard to pass the ball, and everyone is expecting run.
The attack on top 15-3, looking to add their lead. 2nd and goal from the 2. Marshall Foreman, touchdown, Sacramento. He is the cousin of the boxing great George Foreman from Houston, Texas. Marshall Foreman knocks it in. And the lead climbs to 21-3, Sacramento, in the debut of Arena League football on ESPN and here in Phoenix. It's the first rushing touchdown for Marshall Foreman. He started for Denver last year. He played for the Cleveland Browns on the strike team of '87. Green with the hold from hold. And it's a 22-3 lead for the Sacramento attack. 10:45, 2nd quarter of play. And Marshall Foreman finds the hole over the left side. Sacramento with the 22-3 lead just into the 2nd quarter of play. They have done it all, the attack tonight against the Rattlers.
Well, these guys are really playing well down in there. They're really psyched up. As you see here, Foreman comes through. All he has to do is get through a crack and he's in their end zone, and he's still on his feet.
A little Heisman touch there at the end. I'll let Desmond Howard. And Michigan. 4 new franchises this year in the league. Arizona being one of the 4 others, San Antonio, Cincinnati, and Charlotte. They joined Tampa Bay, Albany, Dallas, Orlando, Detroit, New Orleans, and San Antonio. At least 2 more franchises expected next year, with Jerry Reinsdorf heading up a group in Chicago and George Steinbrenner heading up a group in New York.
Well, with Steinbrenner coming in, looks like the future of the arena football is looking good.
The green kickoff off the net. It is wide. There it goes into Richmond. He points Hurd for a block, and he cuts inside. He finds a crease. Tackle made by the kicker, Kevin Green, at midfield. A nice position for the Rattlers of Arizona. Not much time it takes in Arena League football, but when you make mistakes on a field this narrow and this short, they become very, very costly. Everything is magnified.
Well, that was a great run by Richmond. They had a return set up the middle, little razzle-dazzle on his part, and it's exactly what the Arizona team needs at this point to try and get back in the game.
You'll notice the coaches on the field. Danny White, while his team has it on offense, will remain on the sideline. A lot of the quarterbacks will have the plays written on a wristband. Danny White, the son of the great Arizona halfback Whizzer White, and went on to play for the Chicago Bears in the early 50s. Johnson with time. Shakes off his first option, looks at his second, and he nails on the sideline receiver Cedric Tillman. And Johnson now has completed a couple after beginning the game 0 for 7 through the air. In a quarterback's utopia, it has been anything but for Gene Johnson.
Well, it's still early in the game. There's going to be a lot more passes in the air, and he'll have plenty of time to recover. Well, in that last play, Tillman really took a pop there, knocked into the side barricades.
Second down 2 inside the 15, 9:52 quarter. The attack rolling on the Rattlers, 22-3. Rattlers down, they need points, but you can get them in a hurry in this game. Johnson with more time. He's got a receiver. He's a little bit long. Michael Richmond had broken the coverage.
I tell you, it's too bad because Richmond was wide open. You see him at the top left of your screen. He fakes his man in, takes him back to the corner, and he's wide open, and Johnson, with all the time in the world, can't get the ball to him. That's really a bad break there for the Arizona team.
Substitutions now for the Sacramento team. You can make one substitution like this a half. It is 3rd and 2 inside the 15. One look to the right, he looks left, and in his face is Bart Schutz. The penetration, boy, they're getting right through that line, that Sacramento defense.
Well, they're blitzing. I mean, these guys, they know that down this part of the field, that even when they're in man-to-man coverage, they have the field helping them out. So they send Schutz right there, shooting the gap. No place to go with the ball. He jumps in the air and gets a hand on it.
And Mike, only one guy can blitz, am I correct?
That's exactly right. One guy, and he can only blitz through the A gap. For you guys who know what football is, you know where that is. But for you folks who don't, it's to the right or the left side of the guy who's snapping the ball. The linebacker can only blitz in that gap.
There is an illegal procedure call against the Rattlers. It'll be a 3-yard penalty. It was 3rd and 2. But as we see, the referees conferring, and there are 5 in this Arena Football League. In its 6th year, began as a 4-team league in cities like Chicago and Washington, Pittsburgh and Denver. This is played on a 50-yard field with nets in the end zones, 8 players per side.
Correction, the penalty was an illegal defense. The number linebacker blitz, number 50, 5 yards, first down.
Just what we talked about. Only one of the 2 linebackers can blitz. Clock never stops for incompletions or out of bound plays except for the last minute of the half. We talked about the goalpost, 9 feet wide, 50-yard field, 8 players, most of which go both ways. Arena League football making its debut on ESPN and in Phoenix tonight. 1st and 10 from the 10. In motion, Tillman toward the line. Johnson looks one way, throws the other. He's got a receiver. Touchdown, Michael Richmond. A 10-yard touchdown pass by Gene Johnson.
Well, really glad to see that. He's had plenty of scoring opportunities early. He finds Richmond again here. Just ducks under the tackle, slides in the end zone. Once that ball touches the plane, folks, it doesn't matter that it came out of his hands.
Here's Luis Zendejas, who is 7 of 8 on extra point tries. This year, 7:45 left in the first half. Zendejas is good through the 9-foot wide goalposts. We watch it again. Nice catch by Michael Richmond, finding the seam, and the Rattlers on the board. The first place Cincinnati Reds in the National League West will host the Los Angeles Dodgers as their series concludes at Riverfront Stadium, Cincinnati. And this is your front row seat, ESPN Sunday Night Baseball. Join John Miller and Joe Morgan, 8 o'clock Eastern, Sunday night from Cincinnati. Well, now it's 22-10, Sacramento lead. And you can see right there where Gene Johnson hits Richmond. Took some time off the clock. Nonetheless, they score. And with 7:40 remaining, that is our story. Gene Johnson.
That's Richmond's 4th touchdown of the year. He's actually the leading receiver for the Arizona Rattlers.
Kickoff from the goal line. Zendejas not off the nets, but opting for the line drive, and it's caught by Phylon. He's already run one back for 57 yards. He's hit a fumble. It's recovered by Hiawatha-Berry. The Rattlers get a break, much like the break of 40 to Sacramento early in the game. Hiawatha-Berry with the collection.
On the replay, you can see they have the same return setup that he ran earlier for a touchdown. But this time he decides to cut it back to the middle. This time there was somebody there waiting for him. Hiawatha-Berry, a guy just picked up earlier this week, comes up with a big play for the Arizona team.
Both teams winless. Sacramento 0-2, the Rattlers 0-2. 1st and 10 from the Rattler 22 and a flag. Johnson, free play to the near side through the hands of Michael Hurd. Now the fans here can keep the ball.
A happy fan there.
Indeed. Penalty is against the Rattlers.
Declared themselves as a tight end. 3 yards. First down.
Referee sounds like he's swallowed a couple of those Spalding balls before the game. 3-yard penalty. Move it back beyond midfield, and the penalty there was they failed to identify the added receiver on the line, the tight end. He needs to raise his hand and signal to all that he is eligible, and he is the guy.
He has the signal because the defense has to know where he is, because the guy on the other side is the only linebacker that can blitz.
With the penalty, 1st and 13 from the Rattler 24. Bird is in motion. Oviello in the backfield. Fumble on the snap. It's loose. Recovered by Sacramento and Richard Rogers. So just as quickly as the cards fall in favor of the Rattlers, the Sacramento attack here in Arena Football, capitalizing on a miscue.
You see that Johnson never had control of the ball. The ball slipped right out of his hand. A real unfortunate mishap between the center and the quarterback. That happens sometimes. Maybe it's a little bit sweaty out there. Hands might have been a little bit wet.
Richard Rogers, who played at Cal Berkeley for Joe Camp. And there's an interesting story we can tag with Rogers. We'll tell you momentarily. 1st and 10. The rush, the scramble, the fake. Here he goes, the 10. Spun at the 5, and he is near the 2. What a run by quarterback Mike Holt out of South Carolina. I like that kid's ability to see the options, and when they're gone, he takes it himself.
Well, he actually did have a guy open up field. He wasn't able to see him, I guess, and made a decision to run the ball. Of course, the coaches don't like to see their quarterbacks running too much because, as you know, you can get hurt out there.
6 minutes, clock ticking, 2nd quarter. The attack with the ball and the lead, 22-10. 1st and goal. May have been a busted play. Holt digs for a yard. Oviello made the initial hit. Will be on a lot of plays for that Arizona Rattler defense, so it is inside the 2 and near the 1. And again, these players have got to be getting winded. They've got to be going right now to themselves, how much longer can I go? It is hot in here, although this place has been cooled down to about 65, 68 degrees. It was over 100 degrees today here in Phoenix. Second goal inside the 2. Touchdown, Richard Rodgers. And if the name sounds familiar, he was involved with the play, that 5 lateral play that Cal in 1982 pulled off against John Elway in Stanford and beat him in the rookie year coaching for Joe Kapp. So Kapp had Rodgers at Cal. Rodgers has been coaching the last couple years in arena football and in Canadian football, and now he helps him once Joe goes back into coaching in arena football. Hold, puts it down for Green.
Let's take a look at it again. You can see Rodgers, big hole to run into. I could have scored that one.
The attack on top, 29-10. Rodgers just scored on the touchdown, upping Sacramento's lead. Joe Kapp talking about his job now in the Arena Football League with Sacramento and what he might do. Said the first thing I'm going to do is recruit some Stanford band members. It was Rodgers in 82 on the 5 lateral play. They call it the play. The Stanford band came on the field and Rodgers kind of ignited what was one of the great plays in the history of football.
You think he gets a chance to go to the sideline and celebrate with his friends? No way, not here. He's an Iron Man.
Single platoon football in arena football. Late second half, the attack kicking off right now on top, 29-10. And deep back off the net, it's live. Richmond with it. He's found a crease on the side. Look at him fly. The kicker knocks him out of bounds. Kevin Green once again making a touchdown saving tackle.
And you see him catch it off the net. Turns around, does a real good job of following his blockers. Starts off to his right, sees a little gap, a little opening to the left, gets through it. Now it's just he and the kicker. Kicker does a real good job of using the field and using the boards to try and knock him into him.
Mike, tell me about the Arizona offense tonight.
Well, they're really struggling right now. Offensively, they have about 12 yards. 12 yards offensively.
First and 10 inside the 20 of Sacramento. There's a bullet thrown by Gene Johnson. He's got hurt inside the 10. And close to a first down, depending on the spot. With 4:05 clock ticking in the second, the Rattlers with the ball down 29-10.
Looking at it down eye level, you can see what the quarterback's looking at. He sees those guys in the middle, so he throws the ball outside to Hurd, who makes a real good catch, picking up the first down.
Both teams winless coming into tonight. Now at the 7. First and goal, Arizona with it. Coviello in the backfield. 2 receivers to the near side. Johnson backpedal. Here comes the rush, and he's crushed. Ball was jarred free by Sela. He is a big rookie at 275 pounds out of Cal State Northridge. It is not a fumble. Ball will be down with the sack at the 13. Second down and goal. Watch him get crushed.
Well, Johnson, faced with zone down there. He tried to throw the ball. Like I mentioned earlier, down here it's very hard to throw the ball. Remember, the field's only 26 yards wide. So when you put these guys 5 yards apart on defense, it doesn't leave a lot of room for a guy to get open. Gives the quarterback the fits down there trying to throw the ball.
On the 13, second and goal, Johnson. Shortening his drop back a bit, finds Hurd again, back at the original line of scrimmage near the 7. And some pushing. There's a flag. Richard Rodgers, he just scored that touchdown moments ago, is involved.
Rodgers is a very physical guy. He's an old defensive back coach. He's still coaching over at Diablo Valley College, and he knows that intimidation is a big factor when you're playing the defense.
These teams will play 10 games this year. This is the 3rd game for both here. Their goal is to add more teams and eventually get up to 30 teams.
Personal foul, number 8 on the offense. 8-yard penalty. Repeat, second down.
Major penalty. 8 yards is the most you can get nailed.
If you've noticed that a lot of the penalties are about half the distance of the NFL penalties. That's a little bit of creativity on the part of the founder of AFL football.
Jim Foster, there's Danny White. Jim Foster is here, by the way. What an interesting story for the Iowa Hawkeye fan who was born and raised in the state of Iowa. Came up with the idea of arena football back in 1981 while watching indoor soccer at Madison Square Garden.
Gene Washington has only completed 4 out of 14 passes for a total of 39 yards.
Second goal for the 16. Johnson with time, but some happy feet, and that will stay in the stands. Like a foul ball in baseball, if it goes in the stands, it's the property of the customer. That man right there has just gotten himself a nice Spalding football. Oh, maybe his son. Now, if he's any kind of dad near Dad's Day, he'll give it to his son. Look, they're fighting in the stands for the football.
Well, you know, Father's Day is coming up, and he's winning some brownie points with his kid.
2 minutes, clock ticking. Rattlers with the ball. They trailed 29-10 in the brand new America West Arena. They seat almost 16,000 here. Third down goal from the 15. Johnson hit as he throws, but gets it off. Hurt. What a leap inside the 5. The ball jarred free. It is down. No fumble. The ball down at the 2. It is 4th and goal.
That was quite an effort by Hurd, trying to jump over a tackler.
He went airborne. And folks, here comes flight number 8 inside the 5, looking for a landing. Looked like Gary Anderson. Remember that?
I do remember that
San Diego Chargers. Here he goes. Young man needs some oxygen up that high. Well, it's inside the 3. 4th and goal. This is a big play. The Rattlers down 29-10, 1:10 left in the first half. Gene Johnson has split out 3 receivers. Coviello in the backfield. The fake. He trips. His footing. He'll dive. Touchdown. But there is a flag. There is a flag thrown. It's on Sacramento. Counted for 6, folks.
Illegal defense. Penalty is refused. Touchdown.
That's a big play.
It's a real big play here. Johnson decides to take the ball in himself. What they have been doing is line up 3 guys on one side of the field and running the ball that way. This time he faked the handoff, kept it himself, went around the other side. They call that a naked boot, and was able to make the defender miss and able to get in for the score.
Two timeouts apiece. Referee Jerry Baker just informing us on the timeout situation with 58 seconds remaining. Now inside a minute in the second quarter, the clock will stop, as opposed to it running incompletion or whatever in the first quarter and most of the second. As you see, the extra point go through the 9-foot wide uprights. 58 seconds remaining in the first half. The Rattlers come back. Johnson dives in. 29-17 Sacramento. Football game is brought to you by Bike Athletics, the official uniform supplier of arena football. And by Ryder. We're there when you need us. Due to time constraints, we now move ahead in the third quarter with Sacramento leading 29-20. Clock is at 10:14 in the third quarter. Some of the first half numbers, Mike Ames.
Well, the first half you see that the Arizona has more first downs, but not as many yards rushing, a lot more yards passing. Although the Sacramento attack only had 12 yards passing, that 12-yard pass was for a touchdown, and that was their one and only touchdown pass in the first half.
At the 5, 1st and 10 Arizona with a nice push toward the end of the first half. Gene Johnson beginning 0 of 7, the Louisiana Tech rookie quarterback. And kind of settle down a little bit. Richmond is in motion. He can go toward the line in arena football. Johnson with a nice look off, and Tillman his target. And the reception made. Nice pickup on the play of about 8 to 9 yards. Tillman the receiver.
Cedric's having a real good year this year, getting a lot of short passes like this when they need to have a catch. They need a big play. They need to get back into the game right now, settle down, get a little bit more efficient on offense. That's the guy they're going to look for.
Second down, the length of the football. Johnson, as I mentioned before, began 0 of 7, now 8 of 19, settling down. Offsides. There's the flag. Coviello bulldozing his way down the sideline. With the constraint of the hockey boards padded by the 6-inch foam always at his side. And in the corner of his eye, and it is a penalty against Sacramento. Big play there for the Rattlers.
77 on the defense. Penalty is refused. First down.
9:15 third quarter. The attack on top 29-20.
See, Caviello gets a nice hole open for him here on the left side. Real good blocking by the guys. Makes this guy fall on his back, getting extra yards. Big play for the Arizona Rattlers. Caviello's having a great night rushing the ball.
On the 18, 1st and 10 for Arizona. 3-man front on both sides. Linemen play both ways in this 8-man game. Johnson, the fake, the roll, the shot. And a shot taken into the boards by
Solly.
Yes.
Pushing Tillman into the boards.
Let's watch it again.
You see Johnson rolling out to his right, trying to hit Tillman, crossing all the way from one side of the field to the other, and he gets pushed into the boards by Solly. Little talking afterwards. Solly's not a guy that will back down from too many arguments.
2nd down and 10. Inside the 19 of Sacramento for Arizona. Obiello in the backfield. In motion is Michael Richmond. Johnson with the drop. A little bit low, may have been deflected back at the line. Incomplete pass. Clock continues to go on the incompletion. Now approaching 8 minutes remaining in the third. It's a rugged game, right?
You can see what kind of punishment these guys are taking out here. Folks, let me tell you, that hurt.
Did you play in this league?
14 long years. But I enjoyed it, just like these guys out here.
But I'm asking, could you play in this game?
Oh, could I play in this league? Of course I could. Come on.
3rd and 10 from the 19. Johnson is down.
If I had an opportunity to play in this league, I would take it. I mean, this is the chance where you get to show your real athletic ability. No more of that specialist stuff. I mean, if you can catch, if you can run, let me see it on this game. You know, this is a true endurance test.
So how is the translation? Could NFL players play this, and could Arena Football League players play NFL?
Well, the NFL players would have to change their level of conditioning. They'd have to do a lot of different things, and it'd be quite a challenge for an NFL guy to play in one of these games.
43-yard field goal by Zendejas. 8-yard end zone. It's away. It's good. Luis Zendejas. He's had a nice night. The Rattlers now close to within 6. This is as close as they have been, trailing 29-23.
Proven to wear lighter, longer, and improve mobility. Tough, rugged construction designed to take the pounding so your players don't have to. Soar above the competition with Blackhawk shoulder pads by Casimco, the official shoulder pad of the Arena Football League. Call now for the authorized dealer nearest you.
Well, Sacramento starting the second quarter held on to a 22-3 lead. And since that time, Arizona has clawed back, and now they trail 29-23. This has been some kind of comeback by this Arizona ball. But again, this game is designed for comebacks, and Zendejas has had a nice night with 12 points.
Thanks to Luis Zendejas, these guys are right back in the game. On PATs, he's 3 for 3. Field goals, he's 3 out of 5. And this is the kind of game that he has been hoping for all year long.
2 deep back men now for Sacramento. Zendejas. Line drive off the net. There's the bigger bounce, and lower on the net it goes. The bigger the bounce. Talon! He's got one to beat. And he doesn't beat him. Near midfield. Late flag thrown back at the 15. Pylon, of course, returned a kickoff earlier in this.